Hello everybody, welcome back. This should be the 11th episode, and I'm going to try to speed run this so we get through more questions. Because we kind of have a limited time to do this right now, because my family apparently wants to use the living room. I don't understand why. Couldn't understand why. But anyways, we were on question 126, and your man Dojabo has to answer the question, a military option should always be considered. Strongly agree. Because you need to always consider a military option first. You can't just be peaceful 100% of the time. So I say, should I say strongly agree? Yeah, strongly agree. To chase progress at all costs is dangerous. Yeah, strongly agree. I think I've already mentioned this, but this was in the clip that got destroyed by editing. But to chase progress at all cost is dangerous, because look at the Nazis, look at the Soviets with the sleep experiment. What did the Nazis do that were really unethical for science? I can't think of any examples for the Nazis, but oh, Angler, the Angel of Death. He was a mad lad. He did shit for progress. So yeah, strongly agree. It is more important to retain peaceful relations than to further our strength. Ooh. Now I gotta disagree on that, but not strongly, because why would you keep peaceful relations if everyone else is a dickhead towards you? And if you could further your own strength for people to be less of a dickhead to you, I would say further your own strength. I mean, it says further our strength as a country. Country that violate human rights should be toppled. Okay, bye-bye every single country in the world. But, yeah, fucking disagree. But if I'd say disagree, then I'm a horrible bastard. But if I say agree, then I'm a dumbass. Because China, Russia, US, damn, fucking, agree. Most drugs should be legalized. Most, not all, most. I strongly agree. Because you can just make so much more money for people, for tax revenue. People would save, be saving so many lives, and you'd be destroying so many mafias and cartels and shit. It'd be fucking amazing. So, strongly agree. Democracy is the worst form of government, except for all of the others we've tried. Wait, oh, sorry, I'm moving the fucking speaker. Democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the others we tried. Yeah, it is a bad type of government, but all of them are worse, so I'll agree. Those who disagree with the government should be removed from the country. Strongly disagree. Do I even have to answer why? If fucking you disagreed with the government, like, that's half of America gone. Traditional medicines are often more effective than modern medicines. Disagree, mate? Like, yeah, I can understand there might be some good from traditional medicines, but are you really gonna, like, fucking give up all of the modern day fucking penicillin? You're gonna give up penicillin? So I'm gonna say disagree. Only those who have served in the military should be able to gain power in government. That's how you make a military junta, so I'm gonna say disagree. Because if you want a military junta, that's how you work it, mate. The government must be by the people, for the people. Yeah, strongly agree. If your government's not, serving your people, what the fuck is it supposed to be doing, eh? Like, fucking stupid. So the government must be by the people, for the people. Strongly agree. We should be taking in more refugees. Uh, Disagree. Because, I like refugees and all that, they're not always the best people. A united world government would be beneficial to mankind. Yes, strongly agree. If one country, one fucking government held all the territory. How would there be war? I mean, there's like be insurrections and terrorism and all that, but they're not really going to be a big or full-on war. So I will agree. Marijuana should be legalized. Strongly agree. Governments should be accountable to the international community. Strongly agree. That's why there is an international community. That's why there's the United Nations. If you're not accountable to the international community, then fucking who are you accountable to? And I press strongly agree for that. So we're on question 140. Just seeing the time. Okay, we've made it to the 5-minute mark. In order for humanity to survive, we must get past having separate nations. That's a hard one, but I would say, yeah, I agree, because I have already agreed for the world government. Testing products on animals is ethical. Yeah, I mean, it's horrible, yeah, but it's more ethical than testing a product you don't know what's going to do on a human than doing it on an animal, because, we share DNA with them a lot, so I say agree. Automation overall is extremely good for a society. Strongly agree. Yeah, automation is just much better for a society. It opens up. It might destroy like old jobs, but it opens up new ones that pay more. Well, the wealthy have far more than they need. We all know that. Strongly agree. Nobody in other countries has our best interest in mind. Yeah. Why would fucking Saudi Arabia have America's best interests in mind? Or why would a fucking Uruguay have Canada's best interest in mind? Or Argentina have fucking Australia's best interest in mind? Strongly agree. The more people ask, the better chance there is of reaching the best decision. Yeah, wait. The more people ask, the better chance there is of reaching the best decision. I mean, yeah, I agree. Not strongly, but I agree. I don't think I really understand. Okay. The more people ask, the better chance there is of reaching the best decision. Yeah, agree. There should be more, we should be more accepting to other cultures. I mean, agree, but you don't want to do too much, because you can't just accept all cultures, because cultures inherently clash with each other. Just fucking look at the gay culture, transgender, look at LGBTQ culture, and Islam is a Muslim culture. I'm just saying. Religion should be banned? No. Strongly disagree. If you do that, then people are gonna be really pissed. Genetic modification is a force for good, even on humans. Yes. Genetic modification is a force of good, but it can be very dangerous. And even on humans, it can do really good, but it can also do really bad, so I'm gonna agree. We must go back to a basic way of life without modern conveniences. Goodbye penicillin, goodbye talking, goodbye electricity, goodbye TVs, goodbye pretty much half of the general job market, goodbye everything, goodbye, come on, let's go be primitive, let's make some law cuts, gee. So, I strongly disagree. Democracy makes it too easy for a majority to further itself at the expense of minorities. Oh yeah, I agree. Well, strongly agree. Well, I just agree. I'm not strongly, because my fucking democracy is probably the lightest. State law should be precedent over national laws. I'm a Yankee, not a fucking Dixie. I disagree strongly. They should have, presence, but they shouldn't be over national law. That's how you make a federation. Yeah, so... Or a confederation. Yeah, federation or yeah, strongly disagree. Oppression by corporations is more of a concern than oppression by governments. No. Corporations, yeah, they might be fucking bad, but governments, they have way more power. just think about it. They have way more power. If the government wanted it, they could just fucking destroy a corporation, but they don't because they're fucking lying. So oppression by corporations, I'm gonna strongly disagree. It's not more of a concern than oppression by governments. It is very important to maintain law and order. Strongly agree. People who think of themselves as citizens of their nation, people should think of themselves as citizens of their nation rather than their state. There was already a question like this, and I think I pretty much made my state clear. If you should identify with the nation or your state, and I say state. I was born in Illinois, but I'm a USA citizen, not a fucking Illinois citizen. So, people should think of their nation rather than their state. Strongly agree. Alliances can pose a threat to a nation's sovereignty. Yeah, strongly agree. That's kind of the point. No authority should be left unquestioned. Strongly agree. If you have nothing to hide, then you shouldn't care about the government having access to your communications. No, 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 no. Just because I have nothing to hide doesn't mean I want to show anybody my fucking shit. Like, maybe I have a dick pic in my communications or something, mate. Like, what the fuck? If you have nothing to hide, I strongly disagree. Religion must decline for society to progress. No, I disagree strongly. Religion doesn't have to decline for society to progress. I believe religion and science must go up in unison. They must progress together to make a balanced society. So I disagree. Should I strongly disagree? I disagree, but not strongly, because when there is decline of religion, there is a surge in science, but it doesn't. This fucking decline in religion doesn't automatically mean an incline in science. There should be no international law. Strongly disagree. You need international law. I mean, how do you think maritime law works? That's international. Strongly disagree. Excessive government intervention is a threat to the economy. Strongly agree, because it's not saying government intervention is a threat, it means excessive, like fucking communists and shit. So, strongly agree. My nation is closer to my views than most nations in the world. Yeah. The USA, even though it is pretty bad, I'll give it that, it's not the best place in the world. The USA, fucking the founding fathers, hold a fucking closer view than any other nation in the world. So I strongly agree. I mean, most people would strongly agree. But I guess if you're from China, I guess you wouldn't strongly agree that your country holds your best views. Unless you were in China, then you would have to say. The national government protects minorities better than some local governments do. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they do. They do. The elders in the society know the best path for it. Disagree, because, if we all listen to our elders in the caveman time, ooga booga, rock, rock, only follow rock, rock, it's a fuck off fly. Sorry, flies are just flying around with gaff. So I disagree. You need to take their fucking opinion seriously, because they're the oldest and they probably know a lot, but that doesn't mean they're the smartest. Those who do not work should die. Surprisingly, I'm gonna disagree, because then all children should fucking die if we're not putting them in child labor camps. I strongly disagree. A country must be sure to take all measures to enforce its laws. Yeah, strongly agree. So, one second, I'm just checking the time, and we're nearly around about 15 minutes in, so I'm going to finish this question 166. Having independent nations with the risk of global conflict creates a large threat to humanity as a whole. Well, of course, if you have different, sources of, if you have two groups that have conflicting, interests, of course that's going to make a risk for global conflict. But I don't think doesn't create a large threat to humanity as well. So I'm just going to disagree. In the modern era, militaries aren't really necessary. Okay, we're on question 176, but this one's really easy, so I'm just going to do this, then we're going to end the video. And fuck off, lights. Sorry if you heard that blow. Strongly disagree. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this episode. So this has been the 11th. Fucking hell, I've done like so many of these, but they've been like, I fucking spread out like a full podcast worth into like a couple of bite-sized videos. So I hope you guys have been liking this so far. And I hope my mood's improved since the last time you saw me, if you did see the end of the 10th episode. Well, the 3rd clip. So anyways, I've been Dojo Bro, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Also, if the upload pattern's kind of erratic, forgive me.